like doing these spaces, but oftentimes it can just feel like we're just talking at you. So if you want to come up and like talk, please, it would be my honor. Abraham, what's up, man?
What it do, baby? What's up?
How you doing?
Doing good. How are you guys?
I'm good. I be seeing your tweets. I give it a chuckle.
Man, Twitter's a fun place, isn't it? What are we talking about today?
Thank you for coming.
Of course.
Well, look at you just bringing me back to business. All right. Yeah, we can get started with a couple of topics. We do have a few updates that we wanted to give. So we haven't had one of these in, I don't know, probably about a month. So we just wanted to come out, give you guys kind of an update. No, we have not been sleeping this whole time. In fact, when we go kind of silent or dark, it usually means that we're just deep into building and development and everything. And we're just kind of like too busy to have Twitter spaces and everything. But we do really want to get back on and everything. And we're starting to be way, way more active in our Discord and everything. So if you are not part of those communities, please come out and join us because we're going to start being quite a bit louder. If you want to join our Discord, I'm pretty sure it's in our bio in our account. So feel free to join those and have some conversation. But the first things that we want to do is just kind of give everyone some general update. But before we get that, Makai, why don't you give the people a 10-second rundown of what Weblin is all about? I assume everybody here knows at this point, but there might be some that don't.
Well, as we already know, what Weblin is all about is actually creating an economy that pays you to be engaged in the world around it. When you use Weblin, you're actually able to receive tokens for participating in events, checking into different locations within your community. And then we actually allow for donors, investors, municipalities, and stakeholders in the community to have the ability to incentivize engagement and behavior in the community. That's what Weblin is all about, actually making life more profitable to be engaged in the world around you.
Sweet. Thank you for the elevator pitch. Along those lines, you already kind of explained it of how, the ethos of Weblin, get paid to be involved in the world around you. We are running a very specific campaign right now, a special, whatever you want to call it, exclusive offer in big, bold letters of with our Explore Earn campaign. So why don't you kind of give us an update on the Explore Earn campaign? What is it? Where is it? Yeah.
The Explore Earn campaign is actually to set up different checkpoints across the globe where we have the highest density of different stakeholders and users on our platform. And these different locations are going to be having checkpoints that run every 2 weeks. And throughout the Explore Earn campaign, we're also going to be adding additional cities to essentially cycle through and add on upon request, whether it be you request your city or location to have a checkpoint on our Twitter or Discord. That is up to you. But nonetheless, you can request for there to be tokens you can earn at those locations. And these checkpoints essentially each have 1 million Weblin plus that you're able to earn. More people are actually able to receive larger sums of Weblin. This is the first time that people are actually be able to earn pretty much multiple hundreds of dollars worth of Weblin, as we also add in on and off ramps on the app. And these locations are the following. It goes with Fargo, North Dakota. Then there's Minneapolis, Minnesota. Then there's St. Paul, Minnesota. Then there's Phoenix, Arizona. We'll be setting up a checkpoint in New York, New York. There's also Lagos, Nigeria. There is Bangladesh, India. We'll be setting up a checkpoint in Dubai as well. And Liverpool, UK. There's one of the places that we'll be adding soon upon request is Milwaukee, Wisconsin as well.
Sweet. Thank you for the update. Yeah, so in essence, it's basically just a special opportunity for people who live in those 10 cities to go out, check in, do something while you're out, have fun, experience whatever it is there to experience. And then you'll get paid to be involved. So that's really just bringing in the entire essence of what Weblin is all about. So we encourage you, if you live in one of those cities, go check it out within the mobile app. If you don't, come cry to us in the Discord, and we will set up a checkpoint in your area. Along with that, Makai, you mentioned how Weblin can help out municipalities. We had some great news and some great meetings this week with the municipality in Fargo. To set it up a little bit before I hand it back over to you, Makai, to set it up for a little bit, this is a deal that we've been working on for about a year. If you don't know about Fargo, it is kind of culturally, it's kind of in between like farmer type culture and some like tech entrepreneurship, but definitely more so on like that kind of farmer side of things. So this is a really big deal that we're able to be moving forward with them on something, or especially as a Web3 company coming in to help a municipal government, do better for their city. But now I'm just giving it away. So Makai, why don't you tell us, what's this deal all about? What makes it so special? Why is this something that we have not given up on? It's been a year.
One of the keys with our platform is to truly allow different stakeholders to have more authority over the culture and health of their own community. As we've essentially talked about with Weblin before, that currently culture is primarily dictated by larger technocratic systems that primarily extract value, whether it be social media, as well as larger businesses such as Walmart that extract value from communities, leading to essentially hurting the standard of living, less engagement, mental health issues such as loneliness, depression, isolation. And being able to actually work with the city of Fargo has been one of the most important deals that we've been working on for the past year. And for them to actually be able to use our platform, them actually using our token as well, and being able to track the capital they allocate towards different events, different locations, and visualizing exactly what is the health of their community, how are people engaged, do we actually know our cost per resident to engage, to maybe show up for a town hall meeting, or to even show up for to like a downtown just to spend time with friends and family, just to get more people engaged in what's going on within the city. And we're looking to actually begin onboarding them there and setting up their wallet as well, and essentially having like the city of Fargo have like an overtime, have a node, a Weblin node going with the city as well, that will allow for them to truly leverage our platform and the purpose of like why it was designed the way it was designed. And it opens up the floodgates for essentially working with other cities as well, and not focusing on improving our product and our platform and building our community. It's been quite a journey, and we are proud that we are actually been able to develop this not only platform but token to provide the right amount of utility to help create buying pressure for not only our token but also the Algorand token as well. And we are excited to make an announcement once we get everything signed off. It's looking like next week everything should be signed off along with an announcement.
Thank you. Yeah, basically, barring anything that goes real bad, this is a big fucking deal, and we're super excited about it. So can't give away all the details right now. However, this is gonna be crazy, and we're about to be really, really, really loud. So keep an eye out, but you'll probably be hearing from us soon. Along those same lines, some other really good traction that we're working on right now is in-app liquidity. For a long time, people have been asking us, when will I be able to actually spend my tokens that I've earned within the app? That's probably the question that we've been bombarded with the most on Twitter and Discord and everything. And Makai, also going to bring this back onto you. Tell us about the whole in-app liquidity. What are people going to be able to do with it, and kind of when do you think?
We're rolling in-app liquidity and on and off ramps in phases. First, you'll be able to purchase the token, and over time, you'll be able to actually connect a third-party wallet. But we are pushing phases with this. First, being able to purchase the token with different buy orders. Then we're going to be offering the ability to sell the token with sell orders. Then we're going to be enabling you to connect your third-party wallet if you want to send Weblin to a private wallet, and you want to actually retain that Weblin and retain your own private keys as well. And those are pretty much like the 3 phases that we are rolling out over the next month and a half. And within the next 48 hours, there's going to be an update that will also be addressing user experience issues, as well as making sure that their checkpoints, as aforementioned, show up, along with being able to purchase the token. And then once we get some feedback there, we're going to be adding the ability to sell tokens within the next 2 to 3 weeks here. And then we'll be adding the ability to do send orders, sending it to a third-party address, whether it be Para Wallet or MyAlgo Wallet.
Love it. Yes, basically making the explore, earn, spend model come true. Thank you for the update, Makai, on the business side of things and everything. Going onward to Carter is, so we announced something a while back, and before we start with this, I recommend, if you're going to be asking questions about technical stuff, ask for the mic right now, because I know I had a ton of questions about this type of things. But it's Webblen Network Treasury Bonds. We came out with an announcement in the last week that the founding team was going to be locking up the majority of our tokens into these Treasury Bonds. And Carter, why don't you give us a lowdown on why did we do that? What are Treasury Bonds? What's the point of all this? All that jazz.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, we've been talking about it for a while. If you watched our Twitter, you saw our token supply. We locked up 24 billion Weblin, which is about half the circulating supply once we did it, from our founding team, and that was put directly into the Webblen Network Treasury. Basically, we have a few really cool things in the pipeline, but specifically, to access this Weblin within the Treasury, you own additional tokens called Webblen Network Treasury Bonds. These Treasury Bonds are sort of like partial ownership of this treasury that grows as more people start to use the product, use Webblen Network. So, for example, if you use the Weblin app today, any transaction that you use spending your Weblin for, food in your community, maybe. I know you can go to Germany. There's some kebabs you could buy. You can attend an event, go to one of the Weblin app check-ins. Everything that you do on the app is taxed, essentially, not by your receiving money, but the person that gets it at the end. So it's slightly less, doesn't affect the spender. This tax goes directly into the Weblin network treasury, and it's locked forever, essentially. All the tokens that leave, though, there's about 2.5% of the treasury is sent per year to people who own these treasury bonds. So you have some tokens entering the treasury from fees based off of using the Weblin network, kind of like a block fee or a gas fee, but it's sent to the treasury and it's locked for a really long time until it's sent to treasury bond holders who own these treasury bonds, and based off how many you own, you get weekly payments. So as long as more and more people are using the Weblin network, maybe people in Fargo, it starts to grow in different communities, different people start to build on the Weblin network, the more that this treasury starts to grow, and treasury bond holders get payments from this treasury, from this taxed treasury, to sort of control the supply and demand of the token. So what we did is we locked our tokens to make sure that there's less circulating supply, which is great, but there's also an added incentive to be really engaged in the network. So those who have high Weblin level will also earn some of these treasury bonds, but you can also buy it outright, and you get weekly payments in Weblin. And doing the math, there's about 55% right now of Weblin tokens in the treasury. So if you own treasury bonds, about 0.05% or about 2.6% of the total treasury size, which is 600 billion Weblin for context. You have future cash flow rights to this Weblin, and there's a fixed supply. There's 21 million treasury bonds, kind of like Bitcoin. We kind of pay homage to Satoshi. So we have some rewards for LPers. We put those on pause with the humble swap farming, but once the update goes out for the Algorand network, people are going to be getting the first treasury bonds, and then we'll probably launch the first disbursements shortly after that. So really exciting. People will be able to stake your Weblin essentially and cash flow that Weblin within a treasury, and that's going to be able to sort of customize and control the supply as more people start to use it. It's almost like a central bank without central bankers, which if you've been in Web3 for long enough, you kind of like that idea. So that's kind of the general gist, and that's where we're at right now.
All right, this is where I'm going to pause and let anybody ask